Hi there, I'm NLucindo, and I wanted to talk with you today about helping your students learn to evaluate websites and help them determine what is fact and what is fiction. So first of all, why do we have website evaluation? Well, we need this because there is so much information that is presented to our students these days. Information literacy is the term we use to discuss about how to look at information and evaluate based on, is it accurate, and is it something that is going to help solve the problem or meet the needs of the students. This is a necessary skill for both school and for the workplace. And students have stated that they do better and understand better if they are working actively and gaining these skills rather than using passive learning activities. And so it's something that teachers in every area of study really should be teaching their students and helping them understand how to evaluate. So, how to evaluate? We've got three areas to look at when you're evaluating a website. We've got purpose, content, and functionality. For purpose, you want your students to look at why this website was constructed. And there's a few different ways to do this. Content, what is the information on the site? This is probably one of the more important ones. Looking for proper citations, for just documentation about where the information is coming from. Last of all, you need to look at the functionality of the website. Does this website meet the needs of the student, whatever the problem is? Now, for a few teaching tips, I'm pulling this from a web post by Corio, updated in 2017. She suggests that when you are working with students, there's a few things to do, for teachers to do, to help them along. First of all, discuss the dimensions of critical evaluation. This is the purpose, content, and functionality that I talked about in the last slide. We need to let our students know what these characteristics are that we should be looking for, or be watching out for. This is a conversation we can have throughout the entire term of the class. Second, after your students have this information, we should, and this can be done at the same time or afterwards actually, is modeling and practice. We need to give our students lots of practice and different types of practice. We can do a walkthrough as a whole class together. We can break up into groups. Teacher modeling for the entire class or modeling for individual students, and just give them lots of practice and lots of different examples. Last of all, they suggest that especially when your students are getting to be more independent, that you give them prompts, questions, or sentence starters that help the students keep their attention focused on looking critically at the information that they are reading, that they are going through, that they shouldn't become focused too much on finding information to support their theses, their conclusions, but looking at to see that the information first is something that will apply and is appropriate. So thank you very much. Here's the citations for the resources that I used.